Welcome back. It's been about a month since I spoke to you last. We went on the holiday. It was very good. We had a great time in Gran Canaria, and the cat survived the cattery, and all is good. Since we've been back, the weather has been absolutely atrocious. It's lashed it down. We've had floods outside the house, and hoping that spring is going to turn the corner shortly and the glorious sunshine which we're used to here returns with a vengeance. Anyway, I've done about 35 hours to the wing since we spoke last, and it currently looks a little bit like that. Now I've got a new phone, and we're going to try to see whether or not it will do something useful. I don't know what this button does, but we'll see. Well, that did not do what I expected it to do anyway. So at that point, I'm going to hang up and we'll have another go. So this is what we've done so far. We've got the entire wing box section, or framework, let's say, made all the parts that needed making. Everything's been test fitted, and we've drilled out D-bird and now got copper clecos holding everything in. And the next thing I've got to do is to get one of the wing skins out and have a look at that and see what the procedure is for fitting the wing skins. We're looking at the back edge of the wing at the moment. The front edge is over there. The wing root is there. That's the part that goes into the aircraft and plugs in. And then down at the far end is the wing tip. So this is the right hand wing. We can also see a little bit of detail in here. This is the bell crank for the aileron control. So the aileron rod from the control stick will come in here, and then the drive out to the aileron comes out this way through the hole in the back and raises and lowers the aileron. So just to recap, we built the rear spar, and that's now in situ, running the length of the wing to the wing tip. And the main spar was mostly pre-made. It had to have a few things fitted to it. A strengthener which runs up and down here. On the other side is the tie down bracket, and moving down towards the root end we had to fit the main fixings that hold it all on. And if you remember, we had trouble with that one and had to get some replacement parts from Sonex. They arrived, and I did basically what I said I was going to do, clamped it onto the wing and then drilled through the wing to get all the holes to line up. That worked absolutely perfectly. We've got nice tight holes. I've had the whole thing clamped together, so I've had the left and the right wings clamped together in their final configuration. We've drilled out the location holes as well to the finished size, and it's all looking good. The ribs, we had to do a little bit of work too. They had to have the strengthening gussets fitted, which first needed to be bent, and so I used the bender to bend those up to fit the actual ribs, and then they were riveted on, and the first 4 ribs, ribs 1, 2, 3 and 4, all have the strengthening gussets on. Same for the forward ribs, they've all got gussets on as well for the first 4, and they're all done. They've all been drilled out through the main spar and are copper clecoed in position, ready to be riveted at some point. Haven't decided when that point is. Theoretically, I could do it now, but then I wouldn't be able to take them off if there was any reason that I wanted to take them off without drilling them all out. Now, the first 3 are pretty simple to fit. The 4th one requires a little spacer, which is in there, and in fact 10 of them require spacers, and 8 need a little shim made for them as well. And in actual fact, making these spacers, here they are, took more time than doing anything else. I made the whole lot for both wings, so I had to make 20 sets, and they took ages, and I had to make a little jig to drill all the holes accurately in them to make sure everything lined up. So that's it at the moment. We've got all 12 ribs in place. I've just had a look at the wing tip, which is a fiberglass moulding, just to see what is involved and whether I need to do anything before carrying on any further, and I don't think there is. There's a little bracket which needs fixing in there for the wing tip, and something I've noticed is that the pitot sensor or tubes will go in a hatch around about here in the bottom of the wing, and there are some little brackets I need to fit to the first 4 ribs which support the little plastic tubes, and I haven't done that, so I'm going to whip these off. Good job they're only clecoed on, and fit these little brackets with their little bushes to take the tubes through the wing. And that's about it. So 35 hours of work gets you to about this stage on the wing. So it looks a bit like this. So we'll carry on with that, and when I've done something that's worth noting, I will make another video. Cheers!